Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be going over Lab 5, which is EEG number 2. And this is a continuation of the analyses that we've been working on for the past week. So I know from last week's lab, it took most of you almost the entire lab to finish, and some of you might not even been able to finish all the questions. Don't worry. You can continue working on those in this current lab. But also, this Lab 5 EEG2 is actually a lot shorter. So I think this should probably take everyone about 45 minutes to an hour on average to complete, as there's only 5 or 6 questions. That's going to be the focus of this current lab. And for the most part, you are going to be running various ANOVAs. You're going to be doing analyses where we're going to be looking at the clustering of the ERPs, the means of the ERPs, and then some of the topographic maps. And just to kind of give you a preview, if you look on the side of my screen here of what your output should be looking like for some of the figures. So we're going to be looking at the LAS, RAS, LPS, and RPS from the clustering of the ERPs. We're going to be looking at some of the various figures of the amplitude of those outputs and comparing them. We'll also be looking at some of those topographic maps again here. And then finally, we're going to be getting some of those topographic differences and then running our ANOVA outputs for both the parietal and the FN400. So for the most part, I think this should be a much more straightforward lab. And again, I will be around if any of you have questions, but this should take a lot shorter as the outputs are not going to be as extensive and you're really just interpreting various figures and the ANOVA outputs.